they started powering money in a kind of flat way, giving money to everyone. But apart from that, I don't know much. Now, the Casa del Mezzogiorno has been dismantled. It is no longer operational since many years ago, and I don't think it's going to be resurrected. My impression is that essentially it's the end of the pro-South transfers policy. And on the jobs in the new technologies, I don't know. Definitely there is a trend in that direction. There are interesting features, particularly in some parts of the South. There is a lot of activity in the innovation technology segment. For instance, in Sardinia, there is a cluster of startups in the ICT industry. And apparently, there's a sexport. But, you know, they're not sufficiently spread out to sort of, propagate within the island and more generally geographically. They seem to be kind of islands in an island.
I mean, the big issue there, if you want to think of exporting that things to other regions of Italy, like in the south, then the role of the organized crime is going to be crucial, because that's equivalent to a huge tax.
Yeah,
that will prevent that kind of development.
And I think there's a problem of mentality, of politics, like Professor Attanasio said, of course. It's a problem of history because, you know, different from England or from France, where you have two big capital cities like London and Paris. Of course, we have a lot of, you know, cities with big stories and with big economical background.
Yeah.
And it's difficult, but, you know, it's a talk which can list for, you know.
So I don't know if you want to comment further on any of the questions. So let me actually end by turning this in a less gloomy picture. I think what we have learned, at least what I've learned, is that it's also a big matter of government being committed to it, on one hand, and therefore of having the right institutional design to go back to the first present speech. I think all the sources of threats can be turned into opportunities at some point. And so you were mentioning what's the role of innovation. I think it really depends on how you implement innovation, how actually the institutional design of innovation. And if clientelism still plays a role, then any innovation will only, won't matter for the country. The same thing I think applies to migration. It really depends having the right institutional design, the right policy. And finally, also I think to go back to the initial point of human capital formation, I think human capital formation plays a crucial role in order to change the civic and the trust paradigm that we actually have. So I think, I know it's difficult to provide solutions, recipes, but I think on one hand we have tried to address those problems. We probably painted a bit of a gloomy picture, but I guess that those are sources that can be turned into opportunities very soon. So I would like to thank you all for coming. I would like to thank also the rest of the team, in particular Andrea, that was the one that put together actually this panel. And I hope also to see many of you tomorrow. I would like to thank finally the speakers and Martelli.